Hey there, welcome to a tutorial on how to use Pixlr to edit and create a work out of typography. So the first thing is making sure you go to Pixlr E here, and I'll walk you through what that looks like. So I'm going to start a new file and just create new full web file. I can title it typography. Let's do type. And all right, so you can see it doesn't have a background right now. What I would even do to start with is, let's say I wanted to, I don't know, get an image of actually I'll do to Unsplash, because that's a great website for finding images. Unsplash, beautiful free images that you can use. And I want to do a typography work about a dog, because I have this really important dog in my life that looks like this. Actually, I did have a dog like this growing up, so I'm going to download it for free. It shows up here. Now if I go here and I go File, Open Image, I can see that image that I just downloaded and open it, and I'll just do full, that's fine. Applying that. Now I have this dog image, right? So I have my type and my dog that open up together. I'm just going to take and make a selection of just around the dog here. Control C is how you copy. Come back here, Control V to paste it. So now I have a dog, and I want to create the dog out of type. So typography is something we kind of looked at in some of those videos. So now I'm going to use my type tool, which over here on the left here, you can see that this one, it's a big T. And I'm just going to click right here, and you can see that, do you want to add a text layer? Yes, I want to add a text layer. And I'm going to write the word memories. Or let's write the word dog. That'll be simple. Now you can see the font I have is a little skinny, and maybe I want it to be a different font because your Arial is kind of the death of you as a designer. So I'm going to actually write it in all caps, and I'm going to change my font to, I don't know, something interesting. Let's look here. All right, I kind of like this one right here. Aiden. All right. All right, so I have this font now, and now I want to go here, and I have font and a picture, and I want these two to match up. So first you can kind of change where it is. So let's say we want to put it there, and literally I could take and copy that and paste it a bunch of times over and over again when you have your font selected, and I could paste it until, I'll just actually right click here and do duplicate. So you can say duplicate layer. So now I have two of them, and I can put them right next to each other, and you could make the dog, and you could change the color of the font to represent the color of the actual dog. But what I want to do now is I'm going to actually make the font bigger. So I have it selected, and I want to change the actual size of it. So when you have the font selected, you will be able to change the font size. Let's just go to transform. So when I selected the font and then I click on the T, now I can see the size, and I can increase the size a lot. So we're going to go to 400. 403 is fine. Now I want to take this, and it's really big, so it needs to be bent a little, right? So if I take that and I right click on it, it says rasterize text element. Now rasterizing is where you take a text. Right now it's a type tool, so you can go in and edit it. So if I take my pointer and I double click on it, I can edit it to be, I don't know, dogs love cake. This is a cool font, actually. Dogs love. Let's just have it say that. And now the 400 is way too big. So let's just move this other dogs out of there. Dogs love, I'm going to move and have a type tool so that I move that down to maybe 250. There we go. All right, so now I have that and I'm ready to actually edit it. So I'm going to rasterize it, right-click on it, click rasterize text and element. So now I've turned my text where I can't click on it anymore and edit it like type. Clicking the type tool doesn't affect it. Now it has turned the text into an actual object that you can edit. So this is when you can easily kind of like stretch it, make it bigger, smaller. And your rasterized layer is now made these shapes into just shapes. So if I have my aspects free, I can even stretch them out and I can make them fit in a very specific area. And you can see these things working together. Now you could flip it, make it vertical, and rotate it. These are all options when you have it rasterized. The one option I want you to know is when you have it rasterized and you go to, and you're looking through here, you see edit on the top, and then you go to free distort. You can actually take, and now you can bring in certain elements. So you can bring this object to fit into a specific shape. So I'm just going to click yes there, move it up to exactly where I want it. And I'm going to distort this object. So edit, free distort. And I want to bring the love so it goes up. I want to bring the down to the dog. And I want to bring this over here and have it be a little closer. And now I'm going to say yes. And now I'm going to take this layer, copy it and paste it. I'm going to actually just right click on it and duplicate the layer. I'm going to do that a couple times. So now I have this layer here and I can flip it like we talked about. And now I'm starting to create the object of this dog with the words dogs love. Then as I go, I might want to have it shape. I think there's one more maybe I duplicated. Nope. Okay, so now I have this shape coming together with text that I've edited under the edit free distort after I've right-clicked on the text and made it something. Now, how do you change the color of it? So if I'm right-clicking here and I have the type tool, I would simply see that this is white, our color here. So I click on that and maybe I want to use the color picker. So if I come out here and I select this color right here, well, now I have that color and the text is that color. So then when I bring the text over here, I can make sure my colors match up. And then I have dog written there. And I'm going to rasterize it again. So I right click on it, rasterize text element, and then I duplicate. So I would go to, well, actually I'm going to free distort it first. Free distort. Just to move it a little bit. And I want to move this end down to, and then this needs to go up a little. All right, so now I kind of have the nose coming to be. I'm just going to copy that and paste it by right-clicking on it and doing duplication. So now my copy, I'm going to flip. I'm going to bring it over here. All right, now this will not look like a dog, but if you did this for a couple hours and you really spent time on it, you could eventually go to your bottom layer, that's your picture, and hide your picture, and you would be able to see a dog there. Then the last step would be to just take and maybe, I don't know, fill this selection in with your fill bucket, and I would fill it with, I don't know, you could try black, sure. So select the layer. So then you would have your dog here. But then when you go here, you should be able to see how I would piece that together. That is it for our tutorial today. Thanks so much.